Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, and today what we're going to be talking about is something that whether you came to this channel for backpacking stuff or you came because of disc golf stuff, this is going to be a subject that you're going to want to stick around and listen to. And maybe you came to it just because you saw the title, you did a search for this, and this is what came up. If so, thanks for joining. Welcome to the channel. This is Spiguyver Backpacking. And today we are talking about tick prevention. I have had an issue with ticks for as long as I can remember. I go out in the woods, I can be out with 20 other people and none of them have a problem, and I am crawling with ticks. They love me. I don't know what it is, but they love me. I've actually contracted Lyme disease twice and have had to be treated for it. The whole antibiotic treatment cycle, and it's not a lot of fun. You feel really run down, you ache, your joints hurt, you just feel lethargic and really overall crappy. You don't want that. Plus, there are other diseases that they carry, the alpha-gal disease, which is something you definitely don't want, especially if you are a meat eater. And red meats, you will then become allergic to red meat, essentially, and you'll never be able to eat red meat again, which for me, that's not something I'm interested in having happen whatsoever. So we're not going to mess with that. What we're going to do is we're going to protect ourselves when we go out in the woods. So whether that is playing around at disc golf or that's out doing a backpacking trip, a day hike, getting out and just testing out gear, I want to make sure that I'm protected. And the way that I've been doing that for the last couple of years is actually with this product over here in combination with these over here. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about protecting yourself. We'll start with your actual clothing. So you can get clothing. You can actually buy clothing that has tick prevention baked into it. It is actually put together, and the fabric itself has some inherent qualities that actually repel ticks, mosquitoes, those types of things. But it does cost a little bit more, and I'm not sure how long that effect stays before it really starts to diminish. And I want to make sure that my stuff is good every time I go out. So what I've used in the past, Sawyer is a great brand that has this permethrin. And so this is a permethrin that's mixed to a 0.05% solution, which is about where you want to be anytime you're applying permethrin to your clothes. So I've used the Sawyer. You guys have also seen me get the concentrated stuff. I actually get it from an equine store for horses and mix that up in like gallon batches. I use a big sprayer and spray that, but that is still in Oklahoma. I don't have that here in New Jersey with me. And so what I actually found, somebody reached out to me a couple of years ago and sent me this one. It's called Duration. And it is specifically for clothing and gear, insect repellent. And so I've started using this, and maybe it's just dumb luck, but since I've been using this, if I have gone out in the woods using clothing that's been treated with this, I have not had a single tick on me. So this is a concentrated formula. You mix 1.6 to 2 ounces of that to 32 ounces into a bottle. And this is the bottle that I use. It's just got tick spray written on it, so I don't mix it up with anything else that I've got in spray bottles. And then you lay out your clothes, spray them until they're damp enough that you can see a change in the color. Flip them over, do the same thing, and then hang them to dry. I actually just hang them over the edge of my balcony out there. Now, there are some things to note about permethrin when you're actually applying it, and that is that this is toxic to cats. So if you've got cats, you want to make sure that you're spraying this away from cats. Once it's dry, it's completely safe for cats, but while it is wet, it is toxic to cats. Now, this is a treatment, this is the kind of treatment, permethrin, that a lot of exterminators actually use and spray yards with. So it is something that's common, that's out there. It's not something that hasn't been researched and looked at. So I will spray using this. This here will treat at least 2 full sets of clothes for me. And so that'll be pants, shirt, outer shirt, socks and shoes. If I'm using gaiters, gaiters. If I'm going somewhere where I really know that it's bad with ticks, I will use my Dirty Girl gaiters. Make sure that they're treated as well. Don't treat underwear. Don't treat like any insulating stuff like long johns that you're going to wear against your skin. Shirts against your skin, that's fine. And you only want to treat the outside. But you want to pay particular attention to like the ends of your sleeves, the cuffs of your feet, your socks for sure, and your shoes, because that's really the area that they're going to get on and try and make entry up your leg to your skin to try and suck your blood, because that's what they do. They're like little vampires. They carry bad things. But that's the treatment for your clothes. This one at the 1.6, this lasts for 6 weeks and up to 6 washes. But you want to keep track of the 6 weeks. What I do end up doing is, even if it's within the 6 weeks that I've used this, like for example last weekend, I just quickly resprayed the cuffs and then just did a little spray over all of my clothes just to refresh them. Now, once I'm actually out on the trail, that's where these products come in. So this is Picardin, and this is also from Sawyer. So Picardin spray, I like using this one, especially when I'm out doing disc golf. I will just spray my arms with this one, kind of rub it in, and that's good. For backpacking and hiking, especially in really ticky areas, or if I'm wearing shorts, this lotion goes on the legs. I will put it actually on my feet, get it between the toes, go all the way up my legs. And this one lasts longer. I don't think it sweats off quite as easily. If you put it on and let it actually soak in before you go out, I don't think that it sweats off quite as easily. This one, it's harder to ensure that you've got great coverage with this one unless you spray it on and rub it in. But this one will last 12 hours, and it is convenient just to have a spray bottle to just be able to spray areas. You get into a really ticky area, you can just kind of spray again and know that you're going to be good. So these are kind of the things that I use to make sure that when I go out, I am protected from ticks. You can also, as I said, this is just not just for clothing, it is clothing and gear. So if you want to spray your backpack, because a lot of us take our backpacks off, set them on the ground. That is a good way for ticks to get onto something and then get onto you, because they're crawling onto your backpack while it's set down. You put it on and now they're getting on you. So spray your gear. It's also is a deterrent for mosquitoes and biting flies. So if you're in like a hammock, a lot of people have noticed that if you don't have an underquilt on your hammock, sometimes the mosquitoes will come up from below and bite through. If you've got a really thin fabric, you can spray your hammocks with this and get that extra treatment and get that extra layer of protection there. Spray it on the bug net so they won't even land on the bug net. You can spray it on your tent if that's what you want to do. But I definitely recommend putting it on at least your backpack, because you are taking your backpack off, setting it down, picking it up, and that's a good way for a transfer of ticks to your body, and you don't want that. Okay, if there are any questions, any comments, leave them down below. I've done other videos on this topic before. I've done ones where I've actually shown spraying the clothes. So if you're not sure exactly how to go about spraying your clothes, where to do it, how to do it, go look up that one. Maybe I'll put a little tag up here for one of those videos so that you can go check that out next. But this is what I'm using right now. This duration, this is an 8-ounce bottle, 1.6 to 2 ounces per treatment. And yeah, you do this bottle. This will do at least two sets of clothes and some gear. So you're looking at 12 weeks per bottle, and you can do that about 7 times with that 8-ounce bottle. So you're getting a pretty good deal, and it's taking you for a pretty long time. Or you can use something like the Sawyer, which also lasts about the same amount of time. You can use this on your clothes, your gear, just like the stuff that I'm using here. And you can get this at lots of places like Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, lots of different places, Bass Pro Shops will sell this. You can get them on Amazon. That's where I get these, or off of Amazon. Just buy them, get them in, As I feel that I'm starting to go low, I'll make another order. This one is brand new. It just came out of the package, and this is about half full. And this is my last bottle of the lotion, so I will be replacing this, replenishing it very soon. Appreciate you guys checking this out. If you have any questions, any comments, as always, leave them down below. I try to answer all the questions, all the comments that you guys leave. And I will see you guys down the trail or out on the course.